Hello everyone, my name is Rosita. I am a vocal and language coach, meaning not only do I teach people how to speak in different languages, I also teach people how to sing in them as well. In this video, we are going to learn what you need to know before learning the subjunctive. So let's get started. All right, so there are 4 things that we will need to understand about the subjunctive. One is learning what the subjunctive is. Now, many students believe that the subjunctive is only about doubt and uncertainty. And yes, this is what we teach to beginning students. But as we go into the intermediate and advanced levels, we realize that that is not the case. The doubt and the uncertainty is only but one aspect of one clause type. The best definition I encountered to define what the subjunctive is that the subjunctive is a set of verb forms that are required in certain types of clauses. It's really important to absorb this fundamental on which to place the corresponding sets of rules for deciding whether the subjunctive is going to be needed or not. The rules that work in one set of circumstances will not apply in another. So this is why we need to know what the subjunctive is. It is not determined by thought or hope or a desire or what one knows or believes, but rather it is determined by the types of clauses that are involved. 2, we will need to know how to form the 4 tenses in the subjunctive mood. So the 4 tenses of the subjunctive that you guys will learn will be the present subjunctive, the imperfect subjunctive, the present perfect subjunctive, and the pluperfect subjunctive. The third thing is that we will have to learn about specific clause types in which the subjunctive is often going to be required. Yes, we're going to be learning about clauses in the subjunctive. A clause essentially is a group of words with a grammatical subject and a conjugated verb, which is essentially a sentence. Now, 2 clauses that you guys are going to hear very often will be the independent clause and the dependent clause. An independent clause is essentially a sentence that can stand on its own, whereas a dependent clause cannot. They both will have a subject and a verb, but again, one can stand on its own, the other cannot. Now, there are going to be 4 types of clauses that you are constantly going to hear. We have the subordinated noun clauses, the subordinated adjective clauses, adverbial clauses, and hypothetical or contrary to fact statements. Now, identifying which clause you are in, this is going to determine if we are going to use the subjunctive or not. And lastly, when to know whether we are going to use the subjunctive or not. If the subjunctive must be used, one will need to know how to select the correct clause. All right, guys, we just learned what you guys needed to know about the subjunctive. If you guys feel like you need to review a couple of things, please feel free to rewatch this video as many times as you guys need. And I highly recommend to check out some of our Spanish grammar classes here on Take Lessons Live. And if you guys are interested in my Spanish grammar class, go ahead and scan that QR code. And until next time, guys, I shall see you soon. Ciao.